Hey Todd, how are you?
Good, Joss. How are you doing in these
I'm,
crazy times?
oh gosh, I'm doing great. I have a positive attitude about it all. And, see my virtual background. I'm pretending like life is kind of normal. So I'm
You're
pretending that I'm still at the
you're at
coffee
you're
shop.
you're at our favorite coffee shop.
That's
We're here, there,
right.
now. You know.
Exactly, exactly. So gosh, yeah, like you said, it's a crazy time. Tell me what's going on in the mortgage world. Are we seeing people like increase applications for purchases or refinances? Tell me everything.
Well, I mean, I would say that there's somewhat of a little bit of a slowdown in the purchase
Mhm.
market. I think that has to do. I mean, we're seeing a lot of activity. I
Yeah.
think that you're seeing a lot of new listings come on, and you're seeing things go quickly. Um, but I would say that the overall sense is things are a lot slower. I'm getting a lot more calls on people
Hmm.
getting pre-approved on the weekends, which is always a really good sign.
Hmm.
But I would say that that the deals going into escrow are a little more slower. I mean, I think
Yeah.
there's not a lot of inventory out there, which is probably you're seeing that a lot,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Absolutely. Hmm.
I mean, I think now is a really good time for a seller if they're on the fence about putting their house on the market. I would probably tell them to do that.
I
So
agree.
that would be super important. Um, but yeah, we're seeing I would say a little bit of a slowdown in that in the purchase market right now. Refis, on the other hand, I mean, most of the people for us, we locked them in January and February before the market sort of went crazy all over the place with interest rates. So
Hmm.
we our pipeline's full all the way till June. On people we've
Nice.
locked in on refinances. So
Hmm.
that's pretty good, and we're still seeing more refinances coming in. Anybody that has basically a conforming rate that's even close to 4, they should be refinancing right now. It makes zero
Yeah.
sense not
And
to.
I think I'm
So
I'm getting a lot of questions on that too because people are just anticipating. They don't know what's going to happen with the economy. So anything to reduce their monthly payments, they really should take advantage of that.
correct. I would definitely agree with that 100% wholeheartedly. I think that we're starting to see and hear some good things coming out of from San Diego. Just today they opened up the neighborhood parks, which is great because now I
I
can get the
know.
kids out of the house.
I know, same here. But the only thing that didn't open up is the basketball courts, which is what we were looking forward to. But that's okay. Slowly
Right.
but surely it will.
Slowly but surely, and hopefully they're saying by the end of the month, right? That's talking about
Yeah.
beaches being opened up by the end of the month, which would be really great news. And I would think that we would get some of the basketball courts, and like my kids love the skate park, so that would be
Oh
really
yeah.
good if they open that back up. I would say
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other big thing that a lot of people are nervous about is contact, right? I mean, I'm seeing you on a lot of
Yes.
your
Physical
videos,
contact. Hmm.
physical contact or wearing masks or that kind of thing. And so I just got off a call with our CEO, and he's really big on the fact that we're purely digital. We
Wow.
have like e-closes. We basically, most of your loan documents get emailed to you before you even before you go into escrow. So
Hmm.
really, you only have to meet with the notary to sign the grantee and the note, and then you're done. I mean,
And
that's
that's like a
so
couple
basically.
of pages, right?
Exactly. So what
Yeah.
used to take 20 minutes sitting across the table from somebody, and now probably with gloves and masks and all kinds of like dystopian gear, you're not, you may just sit, you can go 6 feet apart because the notary can hand you her book. You can sign her book, hand it back to her, and sign your paperwork and be on your way. So we're
Wow.
seeing a lot of our clients are really super excited with this e-close process because
Yeah.
they just don't want people in their house.
Yeah.
That's part of the thing.
Yeah. I
I don't
mean,
know about
that's,
you. I mean,
oh yeah, that's what I'm experiencing. I mean, with sellers that are occupying the house, it's definitely a challenge. Definitely it's easier for vacant homes. But again, most likely people that are selling right now have to sell, so they're still living there.
right,
So yeah, we're definitely
right.
taking the proper precautions. But the question I get is now a good time to buy? And I'm saying, it's a great time because first of all, you have less competition with other buyers, and the rates are still pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, rates are unbelievable. I mean, if you're thinking about buying right now, I mean, now would be an ideal time to be buying because we don't know when we're going to see rates this low again in our lifetimes. I mean, in your and my lifetime, we've never seen rates this low. So I would strongly
Headline.
tell people that headline, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would strongly tell people to take advantage of it. Again, you have to be mindful though, because with what's going on in the economy, if you're furloughed or if you've been laid off, or if maybe there's been some sort of change in your pay, we can't give those people mortgage. Those people can't get mortgages right now. So
Understandably.
that's right. And, you know, that's a little unsettling times. But I mean, besides that, I mean, if you have a job, you're getting paid, and you're doing all those things. I mean, I'd be calling you all the time, Jocelyn, looking on, you know, you know, every listing possible, saying, get me, you know, can you get me a virtual tour? Can you walk through the house? Because I know you guys are considered essential workers, right? So you can actually go into the house and
Yes.
almost FaceTime with the people and go, hey, what's going
Yeah.
on?
Exactly. And then as far as timeframes, are we still looking at like 30, 45-day escrows, or are we having to take a little bit longer for purchases?
Well, we got an approval yesterday in 4 hours on a purchase
Wow. And then, but turn, I mean, like
from time.
closing time from time of
Yeah,
right, you know,
I mean,
having offer accepted.
the only thing that's really taking a little more time is the following up of the VOEs, right? Because again, we can't do loans for somebody who's had a pay change, furloughed, laid off, that kind of stuff. So we've taken the position as a company, which I support wholeheartedly, that we're doing a, you know, final verification check at the end, right
Yeah.
before docs go out.
Yeah.
And so sometimes with people working from home, a lot of HR people aren't working in their offices. So it's that's been taking up some time. But we're
Yeah.
still closing purchases in 21 or 30 days if need, you know, if
21
need be.
days. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we can get
great.
it done. We can get it done.
Perfect. Gosh, that's
I mean,
great. So again,
it,
business as
it
usual.
helps to be it really helps to be part of a company that's really technology forward. And I didn't realize how, when I joined over a year ago, I didn't realize how technology forward our company is, and it's really paid off in this, you know, these virtual times.
Yeah,
It's
especially
really
now.
paid
And
off.
again, I know that's kind of been like the theme for everyone is like pivoting their business and just adapting because no one saw this coming. So, you
No.
know, I think it's the people that are quick to respond and quick to react that are doing well. And every time I call you, you're always busy. So you're obviously doing something right.
Well, we're busy, but we're also, I mean, fortunately for us, we have a very transparent, shouldn't be touching my face, but I washed my hands a couple of times today. um, we, uh, we have a very transparent CEO, so he likes
Mhm,
to do a lot of Zoom calls. So like yesterday, I
mhm.
had like 3 calls with our CEO, and he talks about what's going on, how they're pivoting, what's happening with Fannie and Freddie, what's happening in the jumbo space, all that kind of like fun stuff, what's happening with the government loans. And so he doesn't hold anything back. So we
Yeah.
get the information as quickly as he gets the information. I mean, he literally, I mean, being the 5th largest lender in the country, he literally gets calls from Fannie, Freddie, from Ginnie, from our jumbo investors, and he immediately all of a sudden ping Zoom call. You know, he
Wow.
like wants to get the information out to us. So
Yeah.
that's it's been amazing. I've never seen a company um, be so transparent as large as we are, and also I've never seen a CEO be so positive through this whole process. I mean, right now, which ends tomorrow, he wanted to do something for real people. So what he did
Mhm.
was he gave us a week to
Mhm.
raise $500,000 for a food drive. So that means we can
Wow.
feed over $1.3 million meals we can do with this $500,000. And we've almost, within less than a week, we've all answered the call and we've almost reached our goal of $500,000.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
he is, you know, all about positivity, all about doing the right thing. And it's really shown me it's aligned really well with my core values. So that's been a kind of a cool little experience for
That's awesome. And I just, you know, think that positivity spreads, especially when it comes from the top. I mean, you just can't help but get motivated and inspired and just want to
me. Yeah.
spread that same feeling to your clients and your friends and just everyone around you.
I mean, I mean, the other thing he did was just, it's funny, Joss, I'm just telling you because I know you like
Yeah,
stuff like this, but he
I
came out with
do.
on our intranet, he came out with a positivity page, which is a list of books that you should be reading right now, a list of
Uh-huh.
movies you should be watching right now, a list of like they're doing like meditation classes online for us. They're doing gym
Wow.
classes online for us. So it's like it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing, and we're fortunate that we have business right now and we're getting
Mhm,
paychecks and we're
mhm.
working. And so that's also why he came out with the food drive idea, because those less fortunate, he wants to say, hey, we're here for you, we want to do
Yeah,
something for you. Oh, and you're
that's
getting
great.
the food drive hasn't been announced yet, so shh,
Oh.
secret.
You heard it here first.
Yeah,
Well, maybe you'll have to
yeah,
come back and talk to me about those books and things that we should all be doing, because I think that's, again, everyone is at home, they're on social media, they want information. And, sometimes, this industry stuff can kind of get, to be the same. So every now and then it's
yeah.
fun to do something fun. So we'll have you come back on our Fun Friday and talk about what books you've been reading and shows that you've been watching. How's that sound?
Awesome, love it, love it.
Yay. Well,
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming on. I miss seeing you in person and having coffee together and trying new food places together, but soon enough, we'll be doing it.
soon enough we will be doing that. I guarantee the next 30 days, 45 days
Awesome.
at the
So,
max.
Todd, give them your company information, contact information, and I'll put a thing at the end too.
It's really easy to get in touch with me. Pianin team at rate.com. Pianin, like my last name, Pianin, team, TEAM, at rate.com. And I work for Guaranteed Rate. So they can reach me
Awesome.
there.
Yes, and the piano team is great. Every time I reach out, they are quick to respond to me in a matter of seconds. So I love working with you, and thank you so much for coming on and for all that you do.
Thank you so much, Joss.
All right, have a great day.
Talk
I'll see
soon.
you soon.